Let's go meet the boss.
What is this place?
Better to let Jack answer that. Come on. Jack, the new guy is here.
One moment. I just have to...
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello. Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
What is this place?
This is my ancestral home. The Cabots have always lived here, since long before the Great War. If you're asking what we're still doing here, with Boston in its current sad state, well, that's a story for another time, perhaps.
Pleased to meet you, Jack.
And I am very pleased to meet you. Edward finds it tiresome, but I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh? Please, have a seat.
Stuff in here's older than you, Blue.
Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time
Don't interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
The universe is a big place. Anything could be out there.
Wonderful. Most people's minds are too narrow to admit the possibilities of an infinite universe. But I'm not talking about flying saucers and little green men. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
That's really interesting.
You're not buying this hooey.
I'm glad to hear you say that. It's become my life's work. My approach is to combine a rigorous scientific method while keeping an absolutely open mind. So much has been closed off to us simply because people assumed they already knew the answers. My father excavated a city in the Rub al-Khali in Arabia, which he dated to more than 4,000 years before the rise of any known human civilization. The structures and artifacts were strange, disturbing even, clearly not constructed for or by humans. I've spent my life trying to decipher what he uncovered.
Jack, can I tell him what I need him to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending him to look for the missing shipment?
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
Okay. You're officially hired. Congratulations.
I'm ready to get to work.
Good. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. You know the old insane asylum you shot up? Parsons? There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
You haven't told me half of what I need to know.
Keep your shirt on. I'm getting to it. You should start at Parsons. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
Yep, I'll see you soon with the package.
Good luck. Don't get killed on your first job.
place is off limits. You'd best move along.
Edward Deegan sent me. I'm looking for a missing package.
Oh, you're the new guy. So this package, pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
Who are these guys? Raiders?
Sure, assholes with guns. Although it's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Kinda like they're scouting this place or something. I don't like it. I'm glad you're gonna finally get rid of them. What do you want now?
What is this package anyway?
It's a metal case, holding vials of serum. What is it? I don't know and I don't care. They pay the bills, I just work here. We done here?
So, who took the package? Raiders?
Sure, assholes with guns. Although it's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Kinda like they're scouting this place or something. I don't like it. I'm glad you're gonna finally get rid of them.
Nothing else.
Okay. Only got one left.
Fuck was that?
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can trust me. There you are, you little this bastard. Is it for you.
free for the taking.
Acceptable. Imogene is missing, and I want her found.
She's not
So did you find
missing,
out what
Mother.
happened to the
You know
courier?
where she is?
No, but that
Your
doesn't
sister
mean...
is missing, and I want
When do
her
I get
found.
paid?
We'll get to that.
Edward IV, if not
First, I need to know what happened to the
Mother,
courier.
Edward has better things to do than sending someone out to
Some
find
raiders
her.
set up camp near Parsons and ambushed him.
I can't.
I took care of them.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
I don't think you're even listening to me, Jack.
I didn't find any. I guess they must have used it all.
Yeah, figures. Here's your pay for the job. Too bad about the serum. Now, as far as what's next. Oh, hell. I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
I insist you send someone to find Imogene.
We've been over this, Mother.
Imogene is out there somewhere, maybe even lying dead in a ditch,
stuff
and you
appears
don't
older
even
than you
care.
do.
If she wanted us to know where she went, she would have told someone.
Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogene.
Thank you, Edward. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, we tracked down the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got it all, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, that is bad news. Our supply here is dangerously low. Well, we'll just have to make it last until the next delivery.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Do you know where she's gone?
No, but it shouldn't be too hard to find out. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor. That's a jazz club there, the Third Rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
What if she doesn't want to come home?
Obviously, as one of the family, you can't just knock her in the head and drag her home by her heels. Usually, by the time I send someone after her, she's gotten bored with the whole thing and is ready to come home. I'm sure you'll think of something. You're supposed to be resourceful, remember?
toss out the troublemakers. Keep that in mind.
Hi.
Charlie serves the drinks. I deal with the drunks.
You better keep your iron strapped on.
Charlie.
You're becoming quite a regular. Well, the beer still tastes the same. Like shit.
Yo, do you know Imogene Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! This guy wants a word.
I need to take care of something. Real quick. Hi there. Piper Wright, Public Occurrences.
Hey.
Question for you. What's the
Hey,
best
Magnolia.
trade these
Hello
days?
again.
Jet,
Something I can do
Psycho,
for you?
Mentats?
Do you know Imogene Cabot?
Imogene? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Were you a friend of hers?
I just need to talk to her.
Why are you looking for her, honey?
Her family's worried that something's happened to her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seems like a body that could use looking after.
Please, tell me what you know.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Imogene, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible. Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this fine gentleman here was just looking for Imogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Imogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Smell that? That's freedom.
Enjoy your stay.
Been talk about Vault 81. Some problem there you were caught up in?
Quarantine or some such. Damn, get around. Heard what you did. Save that risk. Need to sell some junk. Head to
Hancock.
Daisy's disco.
How's my little scout doing? You find out what's happening at Pickman Gallery?
God, it was awful. Pickman was a serial killer. He was using dead bodies for his art.
Oh, seriously? That's messed up. Even for this town. I'll put the word out to avoid that place. Good work. You ended up in the abyss, but you crawled back in one piece. Here's your money.
What you admiring? The clothes or the man wearing them?
Fred Allen at the hotel.
Tell Rexford he can hook.
Hello, neighbor. Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
I'm looking for Emma Jean Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Emma Jean is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
What's she doing here? Is she a member of your movement?
Actually, she and I are, you know, romantically involved. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
You're not holding her prisoner, are you?
No, she's not a prisoner. She's just locked in her room until she calms down. She was acting crazy, threatening to run off. You know how women can get.
Maybe 500 caps will help make her available?
500 caps? Huh. I'm in the wrong business.
Well, that's different. The truth is, we had a little, disagreement about her joining the movement. She got kind of violent. So I locked her in there until I could figure out what to do with her. For 500 caps, I'm happy to make her your problem. Here, let me unlock the door for you. I've got to warn you, she's way stronger than she looks. It took all of us combined to even get her locked up in there. She's all yours, neighbor. We don't have anything to talk about. He's a threat to the community.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It really isn't any of your business. And I know it was Jack who sent you. He's always trying to control me.
It wasn't Jack. It was your mother who wanted you found.
I'm fine, as you can see. I was just waiting to see if Thomas would come to his senses. But since you've already gone to all this trouble, I may as well leave now. I was bored with Thomas anyway. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we got here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Your boyfriend's dead. Let's go.
Thomas? He wasn't my boyfriend. We had some fun together, that's all. Besides, he shouldn't have locked me in here. Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Edward!
Hi.
Not now.
Oh
Edward,
my God, it's
switch
happening.
over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy?
Hey.
Oh my God, it's happening.
How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry, things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get them.
No? Edward? Come in! Edward! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Perfect.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I think...
Hacking this is beyond me. What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
What happened?
The guards at Parsons called in that they were under attack. Edward went to help. I've only just been able to raise him, briefly. I didn't get much, but it sounds like the situation there is nearly out of control. I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the Raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these Raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
Where do you get this serum from?
My father, Lorenzo Cabot, is confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling him all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
Exactly what abilities does he have?
Enhanced strength, unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. Oh, and a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. That's why I've built a dampening field into his cell. Which is why we really need to stop these intruders before they turn it off. Hold on, weren't you off looking for Imogene? Did you find her?
I found her, as requested. Now what about my pay?
Oh, yes. Edward usually handles these things. You'll want caps, I suppose? Let me see what I have. Here. I hope this is close to your usual fee.
At least there's one small comfort on this terrible day.
Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Got it.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And... try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will always... There. Let's hope we're not too late. Edward's men seem to have given a good account of themselves. Not good enough, sadly.
Excuse me.
We need to get to my office. From there, we can see how bad things really are. Just follow me.
Ours now.
Stick close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine.
Parsons.
On the other side somehow. We'll
Even
have to find a way
names
around.
sound vaguely. Oh God.
Wait, listen. Get ready.
Other side's chained up.
How'd you get any of it anyway? Lefty doesn't even like you. favors with people who Lefty does like. You're just soft. You never got a taste.
Heads up.
Take a look.
Need the key. Chained up on the other side.
Scared, huh?
This is my property. You are trespassing.
Got it. That's it.
Damn.
Yes. Gotta find the password. You okay?
Don't worry about me. I just need to rest here a minute.
Who could do something like that?
We need to get to my office. Edward! How badly are you hurt?
I'm not dead yet, but I don't think I can get up.
You kept them from using the elevator?
Yeah. I said... Sent the elevator down to the basement, like you wanted, and shut it down.
Good.
Shot quite a few of them before they decided to leave me alone in here. Haven't seen anybody for quite a while. I think. It's hard to keep track of time.
Are you sure you can't get up? I could really use your help.
Yeah, Jack. I'm pretty damn sure.
Well, then don't worry about it. Me and your friend here will have to take care of things ourselves. They've definitely reached the basement, although I don't understand how they knew how to get past it. It doesn't matter. We'll have to go through the abandoned part of the building. It looks like the Abremelin field is still functioning, although several of the... security doors in the basement have already been breached. We'd better hurry if we want to stop them. They seem determined to reach Lorenzo for some reason.
Got it. Let's go.
Just follow my instructions and everything will be fine.
Be careful, Jack. You too.
Can't see! No need to hide. It'll all be over soon. I can't live from you.
Oh, now I'm mad!
How many of these bastards are there?
Oh, goodbye.
Made a big mistake, rookie. Playing games with me, huh?
We never used this wing. Nobody's been in here for decades. That's what we'll run into. What a mess. Let's hope we can find a way through. The utility elevator is on the bottom floor.
Wandering
Come
through
on.
places like this is how people end up someone else's dinner.
Like he ever tells us anything.
Those mercs put up a good fight, huh?
Yeah. Not exactly the pushover that we had promised.
Well, you're bigger shares for us, right?
Yeah, you're right. I think. Hey, let me work it out again.
Dumbass. If I find you, I'll put...
Sweet.
You out.
Over my dead body. Fuck was that?
Too fucking quiet.
There's more on this plane. Walk right in. Down. Okay, I'll give you
We don't have time for this.
You made a mistake! Now you pay for it!
More of them?
I've done this hundreds of times. This is different. Shit! Lost him.
What a bunch of junk.
No sign of him now. I don't like it. Hey, let's go eat. I'm starving.
What the hell was that?
coming to see what that was. So if you're like a ghoster, whatever, just leave me alone. Keep your eyes open. I think this asshole's using a stealth bolt. Shooting straight out there. What happened?
They certainly seem to.
Fuck.
Drop dead already. What you got left in you? Disappearing act. Huh? Show your face. Come on, I dare you.
I know you're here.
We don't have time.
Kick ass. Seems quiet.
What the fuck was that? Unexpected.
Ain't personal. You or me. Oh man, come back! I was having fun!
Thought you could. All of them?
That's a shogun. Going to waste otherwise.
Where'd that little fucker go?